All right, here at the Velshi Band Book Club, we've covered a growing number of book bannings in America. Restrictions on book titles have become routine in schools and public libraries in some parts of the country. This week, PEN America, which really powers what we do here because they've got all the data on book banning, released its Banned in the USA list, which tracked more than 6,800 instances of books being temporarily or permanently pulled from library shelves during the 2024-2025 school year. For the third straight year in a row, Florida leads the pack as the #1 state for book bans, followed by Texas and then Tennessee. The top three most banned books are A Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess, Breathless by Jennifer Niven, and Sold by Patricia McCormick. When it comes to authors most likely to be censored, Stephen King, there on the left, tops the list. He joined us on the Velshi Band Book Club last month.
You know, what I say to kids, particularly high school kids who can't find it in the library, is if you can't find it, run to the library, the grown-up library, or to the bookstore and find out what it is that you don't want them, what they don't want you to read.
Yep. Also on the list is world-renowned novelist Jodi Picoult, whose books have been translated into 30 languages and sold more than 40 million copies. Picoult worries that book bans will spread beyond schools.
The reason this is dangerous for most of the people watching your show is because they're not just stopping at the school library level.
Right.
Public library challenges have increased 92%. They're coming for the books you read. Fantasy, romantasy, romance, mystery, thriller, anything that they deem objectionable, they're trying to pull off shelves, not just in schools, but also now in public libraries.
Ellen Hopkins, author of Crank, is also near the top of the list. Hopkins is a mainstay among young adult readers, is no stranger to controversy. All 14 of her young adult novels have been removed from schools at one time or another, but Hopkins says the current climate is different.
The current challenges are different than the challenges that we've been facing before. So like over the years, there have been single challenges, like a parent would see their child reading this book and have a problem with it. And, you know, one-on-one, the challenges are different. This is a political movement. It's the goal is political. It's not just to get a book off the shelves. It's to make a political statement.
And, of course, the legendary Judy Blume is on the list. Blume's 1975 book, Forever, has been the target of censorship for 50 years. She joined us last year.
It's the laws, it's the legislature, it's the, I have a bookshop in Key West, Florida. We pretend we're not in Florida, but we are. And the teachers and librarians who come into the bookstore and talk to us, often tearfully, they tell us what it's like to have to give up the books, give up the classroom libraries, give up the public libraries, no books on the shelves in some cases. So it's really scary. It's really dangerous. And it's terrible for the young people more than anyone else.
Now, oftentimes, parental groups and conservative activists like Moms for Liberty spearhead the bans at school board meetings. But the censoring of books isn't just happening at the local level. Under President Trump, the federal government has become a potent force for restricting book titles that are deemed to be controversial. Now, that hasn't always been the case. In June 2023, then-President Joe Biden appointed a book ban coordinator inside the U.S. Department for Education's Office for Civil Rights to investigate the legality of some book bans. But within a month of Trump returning to office, the DOE ended that initiative and dismissed 11 complaints that were related to book bans. And while Trump has not called for specific book bans himself, he has signed executive orders that threaten to withhold federal funding from schools that imprint, quote, anti-American, subversive, harmful, and false ideologies on our nation's children, end quote. Specifically, in the order that he signed on January the 29th, titled Ending Radical Indoctrination in K-12 Schooling, the administration cited themes of race and what it calls transgender ideology as examples of radical indoctrination, arguing the inclusion of that kind of content in educational settings undermines the rights of parents. PEN America found that thousands of books have been taken off shelves in anticipation of political or legal pressure, rather than in response to an actual direct threat or challenge. Many schools are just opting to remove books before they can be challenged to avoid any pushback.